be ready for Lynn Vision versus TYLOO.
Yeah, well, this should be good. You know, hey, man, this game has all the makings of being a real banger, right? This has the potential of a 3-mapper on the cards. The veto is a little bit different than what we traditionally expect. And off the back of a tech pause as well, you can get, you know, a little bit cold in the hands as well. But it looks like we are about to get ready. Ladies and gents, we are live. Tech issues concluded, and hopefully for good as well. Lynn Vision take on TYLOO for survival in IEM Chengdu. It's a CT side start for Lynn Vision, and already not a great start for them.
No, indeed. Kaze, the legend, one of the longest serving players on the server. Oh, Zaka going to get eliminated. It was all for G. It was all a setup, but he's not really able to do anything with it. Westmelon can't stop them breaking into the bomb site. JamYoung is immediately out with the knife. No doubts, no hesitation. He was right in there with the backstab. TYLOO sending a message with the pistol.
We said we're expecting something here. We're expecting this to be a good game. That is already starting the makings of what could be a funny series of Counter-Strike. How does JamYoung even get so close? Oh, he was just tucked in the corner.
But like usually you see a player, they'll hang about for a second. Can I get the knife? Let's make sure it's not gonna, you know, mess up the round or whatever. But as soon as that player crossed the street, he was like, I'm knifing him. It's worked.
Yeah. This is money in my pocket. Yes, please. Thank you. All day. And funnily enough as well, gets a knife, but there's no real like hefty investment here in the sense of it's still the Mac 10 and then a few Galils. There's no AK-47 with the users. You know, no one picking up the premium rifles into this one. So they don't really actually use its money's worth. However, JamYoung still has a Mac 10 armor and had a util and still has 2.8k in at the back pocket. So it could even mean an AWP heading in towards kind of third or fourth round if they want. Deagle missed shot. JamYoung will punish. More money for him as well. And his Mac 10 can get nice and active as JamYoung continues to find fights with ease. Nobody even scratching the surface just yet.
Amelia chilling here. Oh, big damage. Wanted that one. Westmelon, unfortunately, on the ladder, can't get the accuracy and run down by JamYoung. Oh, there you go. Nice and crispy from Mercury in the end. A quick second, though. A quick send-off. TYLOO looking to get this ball rolling, get the snowball here on the T side of Nuke. Bit of a replay, see what JamYoung is doing. He's having a nice opener to this one, making a lot of money. Knife kill and a couple Mac 10 frags. Pretty good. Yeah,
he is the bag collector right now. Hey, man, a very simple start for TYLOO. First full buy. All in Vision coming through. We see an MP9 supporting the quad M4s here. What have the CT side got to bring us? Still, of course, sticking with what they had, that of TYLOO. None of the bonus buy situation for them. They've got so much money left in those back pockets. It doesn't really matter the result of this round. But if they're able to find it, they can put themselves in such a strong position. Smokes towards Secret. Just a cross. Jeez, timing is excellent there as well. Oh my god, Kaze's killed Mercury with his own Molotov. What is going on? JamYoung gonna find one, but how did that even happen? Surely that's such a big oversight.
I don't know what to say. Yeah, it's a little bit problematic. At least JamYoung does trade one back. And we did say if he can explode onto the server here, then potentially could take over the game. And that looks to be the case at the moment. Molotov going to push Westmelon into an awkward spot. JamYoung trying to be cheeky. Too cheeky. 3 versus 3, 45 seconds. Bomb in mini. Looking to charge in. Wins out the fight against the first. Zaka and G hidden at the back end of the site, though. Could be a deadly setup. It's only one from Zaka. G with the double kill, however, will get it done. Lynn Vision, right at the death of the round, will steal it.
Yeah, surviving by the skin of their teeth, right? I mean, right down to the 1v1 there, swinging out towards the site, and from the heavens, quite literally, finding that round. But it will, like we said, I mean, already, I think you can actually take a lot of silver linings away from that if you are TYLOO. You've come in with a bonus buy of a quad Galil, 1 Mac 10 buy, and you've walked away with 4 out of 5 kills. That's not actually all that bad. You're going to really put a bit of a dampener on the confidence over towards Lynn Vision. Yes, they get a round, but they don't really have a huge amount to work with. So an early timeout call by Lynn Vision. No surprises. What is this buy even going to look like? Amelia doesn't really have a huge amount. Famas and an MP9 coming out for Zaka and Westmelon. I mean, you know, coming into the next round, easily TYLOO have the advantage when it comes towards firepower. Yes, Advent and ZDR bring in the Galils, but an AWP out for Kaze, JamYoung and Mercury in towards the AKs, and those two in particular, that dynamic duo on those premium rifles, that are JamYoung, that are Mercury, they are the ones to make the difference. We did that head-to-head, talking about JamYoung versus Starry, and I mean, so far, JamYoung has been flowing with confidence. They need to find a way to shut him down.
Slow upswing here on the half by Lynn Vision. On a bit of a chill. Boost at ramp. Nice idea, but it doesn't matter. If Mercury... Oh, I thought he got the second as well. It's a beautiful shot from him all the same. Kaze right behind him. Ooh, ooh. Looking good. Mercury was the other man that was mentioned. So these two players are able to roll it back on the international stages. Man alive, it could be very, very difficult for Lynn Vision to even get off the ground. This is...
I mean, absolutely.
Yep, cheeky little replay. There you go, mid-round. Nicely timed, fellas. So there you are, back into the action. Westmelon going to drop the bomb. Looking for a third round this corner. Not going to get it, but he sets it up. Oh, the setup from Lynn Vision. Too much to get through, despite the heroics. TYLOO can't do it.
And how are we where we are now? This round felt like it was under lock and key off the back of Mercury's kill alone. Amelia spotted, known, it doesn't overface that third time. JamYoung, 25 seconds, got to do it now when he gets caught by Amelia and the AWP. What a round to take if you're Lynn Vision. But again, we've got to look back at it from a bit of a bird's eye view and say, how have they taken it? How has that slipped away? Westmelon, two massively important kills here. The spacing and the trading by TYLOO, lackluster, it goes without saying. This is now a game tied up, and not only that as well, the orb collected, a rifle, of probably even the AK scooped up at the tail end as well. This is a really decent response, and TYLOO, from having all the wealth of the money with a knife kill, the MAC-10 getting proactive early, now left down to nothing. Pistols is all they got to work with, and even upgraded pistols are a luxury here. JamYoung, Tech 9 caught, that shot by G. M4 only going to get one of their own, that of Amelia and Starry. That's only the one casualty. Shut down. Nice, effective, and quick.
I think a bit of a classic, really, move from TYLOO there. The spam coming in from that M4 of Starry, and then they caught him reloading and just tried to overwhelm him. G looks good, though, once the AWP has come out. Lovely slow motion frags, of course. Just, you know, to be fair, with the Asian Counter-Strike, the domestic games, slow motion, it's kind of somewhere in between usual slow motion and regular Counter-Strike. You know, they like to play fast.
True.
So you can see that. All the utility raining on forward. Starry in a glaive, not really able to do too much from there, but also doesn't go down. It is tit for tat kind of exchange, but very little damage traded off. What's the play here from the CT side? Starry, yep, feeling it, correct, but can't quite find the kill. Gotta be careful now, but final few bullets, all he needs. JamYoung walks straight into his trap.
Yeah, instinctively keeping a couple left in the chamber as well. Nicely done. All it took was two to the dome to drop JamYoung, and this head-to-head battle between these two is, you know, we highlighted it for a reason. This is going to be something that's very interesting going forward in this matchup. Round number 6 is all important as well. If TYLOO can't find it, Lynn Vision can really pull away rapidly. Really going to go for the jump peek on the corner. Spotted one. Pop shot comes through. And Amelia doesn't need to overface it. All goes a little quiet. Smoke going to come over. ZDR on timing. Going to get caught there by Westmelon. One by one, they're getting picked apart here, and it could be worse as Zaka punishes Advent. Uh-oh, it's falling apart.
Zaka down, he's got some support as well that they were not ready for. Just Mercury remaining. No HP to work with here. Gonna try and take a fight. Falls flat very quick indeed. And Lynn Vision, despite early rounds that look good. You know, JamYoung, Mercury, Kaze picking up these kills. Mechanics coming out from Mercury in particular. Lynn Vision proving that they can match up. Maybe more solidly across the board. They might not have quite as high-end individual mechanical players, but across the board looking very, very good. And once again, reliable, I think, is the name of the game. But the reads, you know, in terms of where TYLOO are going, that's what Lynn Vision have been better at, is just stacking bomb sites, setting themselves up much, much nicer. Feels like that's how the rounds have been going. You know, TYLOO, they'll walk outside, they'll find a long-range headshot that you're like, oh my goodness, how has he done that? But then they'll just walk straight into a setup and lose 3 players in the blink of an eye, you know?
It's true. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't put it better. It is actually something that we've seen so often, doing a lot of kind of the ESL Challenger League Asia games. It is one of the real kind of upsetting things. Because TYLOO individually do have a lot to like, especially when it comes down to JamYoung and Mercury. Those two individually are really talented, but it's a very important pause coming through for TYLOO. Not looking quite like themselves, not exactly looking all too comfy. Utah on the corner. Just pistols for TYLOO to work with in round number 7. Lynn Vision, there should be a 3-round buffer built up relatively comfortably. M4 across the board, apart from the ARP and the AK saved, and one of which in the hands of Zaka. We tested and forced off ramp.
Going straight down, though, on this T side of things. Trying to overwhelm in the B area. Still 2 players down below. Zaka ready to put up a defense. Got that double door open as well, so there's plenty of angles for him to work with. Flash comes in, ineffective, but big damage. He will fall. It's Starry who's creeping around, cutting off the secret move. No one comes down secret, at least not yet. Bomb going to go down. AK retrieved. TYLOO making it look possible. And you can see Lynn Vision. Hello? Okay. Don't quite know
into the void
what to make out of that one, to be honest.
Guys, it was going to be decided.
It might have been
in the post.
It might have been on for a reset already before they even really moved in.
Guys, they were going to win the post line anyway. Don't worry. We were just speeding it up.
Yeah.
As a long 20 seconds wait. My TikTok brain couldn't deal with that 20-second wait. So. Yeah, that is unfortunate. You hate to see it. I don't know. That's all I can bring you. Really. Sure. I mean, I can analyze there.
We don't have too much information as to why that has happened and sort of how it's gone down as well. I'm a little unsure. I feel like a reset might have been predetermined before the round even got going.
Maybe.
I don't see why it would have been reset mid-round if it hadn't already been sort of approved. You know.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I think it goes without saying the Lynn Vision guys were as perplexed as we were. So we can't really bring you.
It looks like there is a tech issue on the Lynn Vision side here. So, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, hopefully only a brief one. The admin is working on it. They're at least ASAP. But yeah, that's unfortunate. That is yeah, it's bad timing. It was just a crash coming through.
Yeah. What
can you do, really? Hopefully, it's a simple one. You just I don't know, turn it on and off again. Kind of simple. I do, mate.
Don't be working. Don't quit the day job, mate. Don't quit the day job. I don't know.
Hey, mate. 24 years in, and I'm still alive somehow, some way. So we'll keep it going.
Fair enough. On and off again. Yeah, that is fair. I believe I got a few mates. Is that like first line support? I think in IT, something like that. That's usually what they go with.
To me, for sure.
I don't know. There's like levels of IT support at big corporations, big offices, and stuff. And sometimes that's all it takes. You know, some homies were a bit more familiar. I'm sure everyone watching out there, but some people don't know how to get Task Manager up. You know, so I feel for the admins in particular when things go wrong, but it seems like we are fixed and we are back and we are reset to a certain degree. TYLOO.
Oh man, how brutal would it be if TYLOO now just get dumped to the next round?
I mean,
a bomb plan and a really
good go for something completely different, so I do like that idea. Oh, the molly. Oh, Westmelon flying in. Big frag from him. He will absolutely demolish Mercury there. Does not know what has hit him. JamYoung and Kaze were the lurking presence, the late round presence. You can see JamYoung trying to be cheeky. Does not happen. The double from Starry, in fact. So yes, TYLOO getting dumpstered, unfortunately.
Oh, my nightmares. My nightmares, dudes. Oh, that is so rough. Off the reset. I mean, I love this with Westman. He gets mollied. All right, the normal thing is to just jump in front of door, but no. Soars down like a superhero. And yeah, I mean, TYLOO don't really get anything out of it. So, oh, you do hate to see it, man. That's gotta hurt. There's just no two ways about it. It really does. 3-round buffer. The Vision have built up. Back into the buy for TYLOO. Kaze brings out the AWP, can challenge out of G on the other side. That is, yeah, it's a pretty funny couple of rounds, in all fairness.
Yep, but they keep on playing. They keep on rolling.
I respect it. I hope the mental doesn't get broken. That is one that definitely can break the mental a little bit. Those kind of tech pauses out of nowhere, when you get slowed down like that, it, you know, the kind of I guess the annoyance of it can sometimes, you know, sow the seeds quite deep.
Yeah, for sure. But at the same time, I think that the Asian region has always been very, very good with the resilience and the bounce back. However, if you keep getting rolled, does not matter where you're from, it can be very difficult to deal with that. I think the big fact with the previous round is it was a low buy. It was a round that you probably weren't expecting to win. Yes, they got a kill. Yes, they got the bomb down, but they were still going to have to fend off a big old retake. So, and who knows?
Do you want me to play devil's advocate here?
Sure.
Because, you know, we lack a little bit of drama. The CTs were saving.
You reckon?
No, I know they were. They were going. They already started moving. That's the, well, I don't know they were, but they were already moving.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's the worrying thing.
Safe angle.
Either way, G gonna find ZD. Oh, G gonna find another as well. As Westman on the other side gonna get one of his own. Kaze answers back. He's all alone on an island. What does he do? Knows now one is in towards back silo. Gonna try and make his way towards side, and he finds a gap. Slips the net, but there's one behind him that should do the damage. Gets a kill though. But he pulls the bomb out at the wrong time. Zaka will see it off. A couple of kills, arguably consolation kills, but in the end, a pretty clean round. G, really nice work from him. He's feeling super confident at the moment. He is so up for taking fights, which is what you want to see out of your AWP, especially compared to Kaze, who at times can be a little bit more of a, you know, a bit more of a passive, slower AWP, especially for the region. From G, this is super effective, man. The guy's looking so good.
Yeah, there it is. He gets himself a little card, impact player of the previous round. TYLOO, though, starting to look worrying, isn't it, really? They did pick into this, by the way. So, yeah, somewhat scary. Somewhat scary. They're not getting themselves off the ground here on the T side, and the economy, you know, is lacking. Bomb plants lacking. So we start to worry for them. Mercury does trade things out towards Mini. Any more for any more? Yes, he's able to get it done. Okay, let's hold on a bit here. However, two-man watching from heaven, watching from lockers. And now one remains. You do not fancy the chances here for TYLOO, but any more guns to pick off certainly would be good from ZTR. I don't know, Tech 9 at range, not going to happen. Down he goes. And a 7th round for Lynn Vision. Yeah, not to be. Not to be. Oh, getting hyped there as well. Okay, bit of the noise, bit of the vocals going. That's good to see. Lynn Vision, real great work out of them. Westman as well. He potentially probably should have got 2 there, but not the end of the world, right? Just pistols. They don't even make it all that expensive as well. And again, G stepping up in a big way. This is a really nice showing. A 5-round lead that Lynn Vision hold, making the CT side look excellent. Oh, the C side has been less than adequate. They've really not found any sort of form or favor, really. And Lynn Vision are pretty easily finding opening kills. Yeah, we need something. We need something. It is starting to get away from them. ZDR going to open up the round. Amelia quickly dealt with. Not long for the world at all. Kills all over the place. A carousel of frags spinning around. And wherever you look, there is the business end of a rifle. However, the first untraded kill is Kaze, leaving G to win it out alone. Oh. Ooh, hiding away, I think. Nade not going to find anything, not going to deny the bomb plant. So save in at CT, and TYLOO getting their first round in a long time.
Yeah, G will just fall away. He's got basically the right idea. He spotted the shadow of the main play, knows one was planting and one shot at him while the bomb was going down. So he basically knows all three. But yeah, he'll just park up into a CT spawn, keep the AWP alive. I mean, they're not exactly by any means worried about the cash on hand at the moment. 10K in the back pocket of G. He's pretty wealthy, especially since he doesn't really have to invest in this next at all. He'll be fine. So, TYLOO, much needed third put on the board. The C side has been lackluster for the bulk of the showing. At the very least, could change things. I sort of pop on towards the A site. Pretty simple as well, right? I think for the TYLOO guys, they just go for a nice little split through main. They understand what they're going to get out of this, and then they just rely on the individuals. They know that their riflers can step up in a good way, and Cars even holding for the flank too to get a freebie. Simple, effective, TYLOO up to a third, but as you mentioned, with a wealth of money for Lynn Vision, no real issues rebuying in. How do they now respond though? Lynn Vision really haven't looked on the back foot at any point. If they start to feel the pressure a little bit, they may be overextended. They may be start to get a little feisty in terms of their fights and give opportunities over towards TYLOO. Do they fall in towards the game plan of Advent?
Good Molotov from Amelia, going to split them up. Advent, yep, not got the support, not got the trading group behind him. So a solid advantage for Lynn Vision. They will very quickly reposition, but also doubting that idea. TYLOO went for the gas and just nothing in the tank. Immediately stopping, immediately being dealt with. And now I think they have very little idea of what to do next. 2 smokes, a flash, a nade. It's not a lot.
JamYoung making his way towards our side. He's going to be given a lot of free real estate here. It's a question of what can he do. He's somebody who does get a hell of a lot of mileage on that C side. Very self-reliant too. He knows that he can kind of set himself up. But like you mentioned, Utah is something that really lacks over towards TYLOO. It gives them a couple of doubts in terms of how they're even going to set up executes. How they're even going to get towards sites. Never mind getting the bomb down, setting up a post plan and the rest. Westmoreland holding. JamYoung spotted. They're running at him. Doesn't go at the door. They're going to know he's here there, surely. But JamYoung doesn't matter. Gets his head ripped off his shoulders. 3 remain for TYLOO. And they have no clue about where to go.
Oh, denied by Mercury though. Big frags here from Mercury. Not enough time to get it done, unfortunately. And nobody else stepping up, giving him the fights. They will save a couple. They will take it up forwards. It's not the end of the world, economically speaking. But certainly would have wanted a bit more out from that round. Replay of the previous.
Yeah, and it's this shot there, wasn't it? G. Very proactive. His AWP drops the bomb, and before you know it, round is done. Envision 8 already on the CT side. Heading into the final round of the half as well for TYLOO. They've barely scratched the surface here, map number 1. Just to remind you all, this is TYLOO's map pick. It is not looking great. What have they got for us? Because Lynn Vision are making this look very comfortable indeed. Smokes towards our side. I'll give him the cross down towards Secret. In all fairness, for Lynn Vision, nobody really fighting towards our side. That's poorly played. Mercury, he's in the smoke, but the second one hasn't been set up. Smoke gets broken by the nade. Down he goes, and Amelia re-aggresses to find one of their own. This is carnage, and TYLOO is falling apart.
Not nice to look at, really. Like a car accident. Can't bear to look, but can't look away. ZDR, lucky to be alive with the nade. Just landing short. And B is somewhat open. Not completely, there is ramp presence, but that's about it. And it's not like they're all that close. ZDR just trying to keep attention upstairs. Bomb is actually being planted. Now, of course, things will be in motion for the CT side. Advent just managing to survive a little bit longer, trying to get a post plant, not going to happen. very quickly surrounded. ZDR, where are you, my man? Not much you can do, I suppose. Down he will go. That will be the half. 9-3 in favor of Lynn Vision. Feels like enough, but a CT's switch over might save TYLOO. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. It was a very one-sided start out from Lynn Vision. TYLOO could not get themselves off the ground on the T side of their own pick. We worry for them, but maybe indeed the CT side is all that they...
We'll see, man. Well, we will see. For TYLOO, it has not exactly been the greatest of showings thus far. We've really struggled to get any sort of form, any sort of reason for us to believe in them at the moment. But maybe, just maybe, there is a world in which they can turn the tides heading in towards the second half. A pistol round would be a nice start. That would give them the confidence out the gates in towards the second half to start rolling with the punches. But Lynn Vision themselves, they're no slouches on the C side. If they can steal away map number 1, this series really does start to feel in jeopardy very early for TYLOO. And we look towards, obviously, the coaching staff behind them, but also Advent. How can he try and call them back in towards a strong position? On CT side, at the very least, they've got that advantage.
hopefully into the action quickly here. We were obviously plagued with a few issues there before getting into the game, then in the middle of the half. And I feel like, you know, we would be back in conventionally speaking, but there is maybe something going on, but also no one's around, changing headsets, yada, yada, yada. So I think we're okay. Just a question of getting going.
Yeah.
I want the Counter-Strike, mate. You know, that's what we're all here for. So give me
a 9-3 half.
Yeah.
Has to be said, at Lynn Vision is really, really good. One man in particular for me was so damn important. That of G, an incredible showing out of him. He really looked so comfortable with the AWP in his hand. Alongside him as well, Westmelon, over 100 ADR in that half as well, was a beast. But let's get this show on the road. 9-3. TYLOO has been less than adequate on their map pick. Have they got something for us? This T-side might be the answer. JamYoung might have a gap. The blind is good. Mercury only gets one.
Oh, JamYoung was in behind, couldn't quite capitalize fully, but he has slowed them down ever so slightly. Advent up top. Kaze also creeping here, moving through the smoke, being watched for. Yeah, first time he might get away with it, but not the second. ZDR down below, cannot stop the bomb plant. Can he get any heads? No, he can't. He, in fact, loses his own. It's just Advent, the IGL 2-10 right now. Of course, having a rough time. Fakes out the double doors, but this would be a hell of a round if he could pull it off. Tap onto the bomb. Wants to fight against Westmelon, but here's G from the side. Oh, and it is indeed easy. It is indeed easy. I was actually going to say easy frag, but yeah, he already knew it before we even got there.
G. He is having a great time in the server. Continues to sing his praises. And for TYLOO, it's anything but 10-3 they find themselves now. And Lynn Vision, bit of a chaotic, but all things considered, a good pistol round put out by them. G as well, crisp at the tail end. This is nice to see. They really shouldn't be all that much of a buy out of TYLOO, but they are going to opt for the force. I don't love it. You know, they didn't even get that many kills, so they can't bring all that much to the table. We are going to see a FAMAS out of JamYoung, an MP9 for Mercury, a Scout for Kaze, and then just upgrades for ZDR and Advent.
Bruv. Is this not?
It is, which is why I don't like it. You put it all onto this.
No, it goes to 11. It goes to 11 pretty easily. And then you do have one rifle, but it'll go to it'll go to 12 pretty easily. 11's not the secure one, but you know, against an eco in the next, it'll go to 12. So yeah, you've got to.
I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm going to keep saying it. I'll keep saying it until people learn. Look at the risk. Yeah.
CT force buys are just like, you know, again, 2017 Nuke, auto shotgun, glass cannon.
Pathway
get me in there for it, mate. Get me, I'm there for it.
Mate, get me running and gunning with, you know, an MP9 around there. We're cooking, right? We're cooking.
Right.
These days.
But, you know, everyone's used to it now. Like,
tag.
I don't know, dog. How's they going to take a tag early? Ooh, does trade one back. So that is a fair bit of damage dished out, but the first kill rolling the way of Lynn Vision, always a good
No broken there as well. He's immediately going to try and sneak past JamYoung. JamYoung, now's the time to confirm that kill, and he doesn't. Oh my god, he's going to get punished. Oh, that is really just sums up, in all fairness, TYLOO so far this game. Then the old back, so will Mercury, so we'll thrust back into a 3 versus 3. And with G low, here is an opportunity, but if Advent gets caught here, that'll thrust things back heavily in the favor of Lynn Vision, and it looks like they want to finish towards B.
Would certainly make sense. Westmelon going to be severely spotted out, but there's no one really around to capitalize on it. ZDR will keep the odd peek in, but there's, yeah, just nothing that can be done. He's looking good on the deagle. We'll give him that. Glow retrieved. 2 more to go. Knows it's going to be B. The bomb has gone down. No kit. No help. No info. But a dream, perhaps, for ZDR here. If they could pull this off, it could be the springboard that they need to close the gap. But, yeah, just unable to find the angles. As I said, no information. Timing gets away from him. Lynn Vision, they move up to 11. They have bought themselves a 12. And then 9 in a row. Surely they'll be able to finish it.
That's exactly what we're thinking. I mean, at this point now, all the risk was put on that buy, and it doesn't really find all too much. It's a lovely shot from ZDR with the deagle, and he gets a couple of them. But, I mean, all things considered, not expensive enough, not good enough for TYLOO. And this could be the beginning of the end. Am I right in saying, did ZDR have gold into the breach stickers on that Deagle? Kind of based. My king, Mercury. Gonna get caught though. Starry. ZK up close. Second for him as well. Gets Amelia in for support as well. Advent and Kaze, all that's left. And one of them's a known quantity.
Molotov will force the fight out of Kaze here. Oh. Ooh, or will it? Actually breach him, to be fair. But eventually does go for a fight. Nothing happening. The prophecy comes true, and now just one last step for Lynn Vision. 9 in a row for the CT side. I'll keep saying it because it is just a ridiculous prospect, unfortunately, for them. Maybe they'll give us a few rounds. Maybe they will prove to themselves they could do it, but they are going to have to bounce back massively here on Ancient, a map that stereotypically they really do not like playing. It seems that the pool has changed ever so slightly for them. Maybe that's their big surprise coming into this tournament, but Lynn Vision just outgunning them here today.
Every single way. TYLOO, it all comes down to this to stay alive. At the very least, they have the M4s and the AWP in play. But it's been an absolute no-show from Advent and Co, and him in particular as well. Mercury, though, has been one of the more prominent names in the server, but as Advent gets caught, JamYoung will trade. Still one towards Garage. Starry just slips the net. Maybe, though, JamYoung might expect it. A labored spray, and Starry's going to get caught. That's a bad mistake. That's going to give a chance now for TYLOO.
Amelia and G, the only two remaining on the bonus weaponry of that MAC-10 in particular, but Mercury, not even got gun up, goes down. Amelia's patience pays off, upgrades to an AK. Or of Kaze, holding, finding, maybe even a second here. He wants it. Support is on the way as well, but it's not needed. Kaze finds number 4 for TYLOO.
Oh, well, at the very least, staying alive. A sigh of relief and all of, you know, the anecdotes we like to mention, but it's still a long, old road to recovery. We're not even getting remotely close to opening the door to the idea of TYLOO taking this map, or he's pushing towards overtime. It has to be such a mammoth recovery from them, which I don't think we've seen ever on Nuke so far in the games that we've cast at the very least. It'll be something special though. Flash and, I mean, the whole set of youth are basically towards outside. As ZDR going to try and play around it, and he'll catch Starry. ZDR's been looking pretty confident, hitting some nice shots. JamYoung will answer one of his own as well. Lynn Vision looks stunned.
Yeah, I don't know what's kind of happening here. The T side definitely lacking for them. But, you know, you take your foot off the gas, man. It does seem to be the case here. Mercury pre-firing in, but loses his head. That could be the kill that makes the difference. The B-bomb site, not open for business, but nearly there. Kaze trying to hold and will do so. Beautiful stuff. Zaka, last one left. Nothing that can be done. Down he will go, and a 5th round for TYLOO. Break of the bank as well, I believe. So they have bought themselves some time.
Oh, giving themselves man, this needs to be a real decent showing for the next few. And I think as well for Lynn Vision, it's probably just a little bit of hastiness. Actually, when you're at that final hurdle, you not even overthink, you kind of underthink it, right? You just think, well, this is it, right? We'll just see it off, win our fights, simple as. It's not always that simple. We see this happen a lot of times where they kind of get this mental block hitting towards that final round, or the potential of the final round. And that's what we're seeing on Lynn Vision now. They're just giving too many fights for no reason towards TYLOO. There isn't really any thought, rhyme, or reason behind their plays. Molotov, though, will come towards Hot. And that's information gained. They would have heard those steps running away from the flames. So they know there's at least a decent amount of presence into lobby.
Oh, difficult for ZTR. Does manage to find a couple, but staying alive will indeed escape him. However, the rest of TYLOO should be able to get her done here. Amelia on that AK is all I'm watching. Taking their sweet time, 55 seconds on the clock. But yeah, they're saying a little prayer for a TYLOO overface. They've had a couple of those in previous rounds. Not been able to do too much with them, but All the
Here we
same.
go, right? Let me throw out the hypothetical. One of the TYLOO guys over faces. Amelia finds a kill with the AK. Starry picks with a gun. 2v3. Post-plant. There's a chance, man. I'm not going to count out just yet. Only thing that worries me is Starry has now a gun, yes, but no armor. It's going to make this very difficult. All of this feels like it comes down to Amelia. On his back. Mercury playing down towards stairs as well. Window be broken. Starry gets caught. And that leaves it all down to one man. Time ticking. Got to go down before the time, and he will. Mercury sees off at the end, so not too much of an issue. As TYLOO are keeping the dream alive bit by bit, round by round, moment by moment, but that round is not really all too much of one we're going to read into, to be perfectly honest, just because of the lower buy. Now back into a full buy for Lynn Vision. This is their chance to close in. This is what I was saying earlier, you know. It felt like they kind of overthought it a bit. It felt like they kind of were just a little bit too confident, thinking they've already closed out the game, which they hadn't. Sure you see it off.
Give me 2 or 3 more dominant rounds from TYLOO on the rifles in particular, and maybe I start to believe a little, but thus far, Lynn Vision still have plenty of room to work with. Zaka can't find the vent. There he goes. He's got it, and he's dead. So all that work for naught. Another opener here for TYLOO.
What's outside? Once again, they're moving in this direction, which has not actually given them a whole lot in the last few rounds. Diog got the right idea as well. It's being baited in as well. So he should get one, and most importantly, the bomb, but he does overface. Deer in headlights, didn't know where to look. Thrust back into a 2 versus 2. Starry alongside Amelia. Both had a really good showing thus far. Alongside Kaze and Advent, both who have been the quietest on their team. This is a really good opportunity for Lynn Vision as they make their way down towards B.
Little step, but there's nobody around to hear it. They are clearing angles here. No one in at lobby. Likely to be B, but certainly not confirmed. So I think they just want to keep control of what they have. Maybe a player walks into the crosshair of Kaze in particular. 20 seconds left. Are we going up? Going up, fellas? No, we're just going single. Okie dokie. Taking it a little unorthodox, a little safer. Now this door is going to make noise, of course. So yeah, they got to move in. Not a lot of time, but again, those rotations are nowhere near. Planting for single here as well. Ooh, it's risky business. It's a bit unorthodox from Lynn Vision, but it might be something that TYLOO are unfamiliar with, unable to deal with. AWP on the retake, right? Advent with 2 kills. Theory says you need at least 1 from him here, which might even be a big ask. Molotov coming in, clears out the back of silo. Flash round, pushing forwards. Amelia hears the footsteps coming, but just playing it nice and safe, nice and passive. They're on top of each other, ready to go. Oh, there's not a lot of time left on this bomb either. Smoke will go down. Hold coming in. Oh, good for 1. Can't find the player on the bomb, surely. Yeah, Starry not confident enough to go round, and TYLOO will hold on.
And they're staying in this game. They're keeping themselves bit by bit alive and winning big clutches like that in a 2v2 with an AWP on a retake. It's never easy. That is confidence. Do this. We can start to claw back what felt like an impossible scenario. Just the case in point of can they? And of course, now third and final attack pause being used here by Lynn Vision, struggling to close this out. A bomb plant and loss bonus is going to maybe keep their head above water when it comes towards a buy. Starry can drop. But it actually looks like they're going to go for a bit of a lesser investment. Tech 9s and a whole host of utilities. Starry's got to try and get real active here in this round, but it does feel like a bit of a forlorn conclusion. TYLOO, if they get towards an 8th, they can start really closing this gap in what felt like an impossible scenario. That's incredible to see. Lynn Vision, basically at the halfway point, we were kind of thinking this might already be done. 9-3 it was. And since then, TYLOO, while they faltered for a while, they finally find their footing.
Yes, of course, towards the very end of the game, though. So what value will it have, I suppose, is the question that they have to answer. as we pose it to them. Quick round coming in. Oh no, Mercury. I felt like he would definitely have that Advent. Meanwhile,
Surely not.
one. Oh goodness, not like this. Not like this. Kaze Molotov'd off. Nothing he can do to stop that bomb going down. I think they are acutely aware of a man lurking outside. But where is he? Where has he gotten to? Westmelon, patience. Potentially going to pay off here. He's not being hard checked. ZDR walks into his crosshair. There's the frag. That might just be the straw that broke the camel's back. Kaze frustratingly no-scoping away. The wallbang is nuts. Is it enough to keep them alive here? He's got 2 more to get. Not a lot of time to do it in. Hardly any angles that he can check, and that will be that. Lynn Vision take map 1 in a pretty decisive fashion. A fantastic showing coming in from them. And now the second hangs in the balance.